Hey there, CG Math students. Welcome to math test number 14, rational number fluency, all conversions and mixed. So you will notice that in each square today, I have something that is a little bit different than before. Sometimes I give you a percent, sometimes I give you a decimal, sometimes I give you a fraction. So it's going to be up to you to decide how you want to do this. For example, in this first row, if I have a percent, maybe the easiest thing to do is actually go over here and change this percent, 312%, to a decimal by swooping, just as it says, 2 times to the left, once, twice. So now you have 3.125 as your decimal. Then it might be easiest to do the picture. You have 3 holes. Remember, this is the one where I say, all right, I have 0.125, so that's 12 squares with a little half of a square at the end, because remember, this is 100 square, not 1,000 square. Now it might be easiest to do the mixed number, right? I've got 3.125. You might say, all right, I got 3 holes, and then 0.125. Now, really, this is 125 over 1,000, right? Because this is in the thousandths place. But 0.125 hopefully is something that you're going to want to remember, and that's 1/8. So 3 1/8. 3 1/8 over here as an improper fraction. I multiply the whole number times the denominator, add it to the numerator. I get 25 over 8. In fact, let's pause and practice a few of those right now in a puzzle so that you guys have that down. So first, what's 2 1/4 as an improper fraction? 2 1/4 as an improper fraction. So that's the whole number times the denominator 4, which is 8. Add it to the numerator, you get 9 over 8, 9 over 4. Now go ahead and do 5 3/8 as an improper fraction. So you do the whole number times the denominator again, which is 40 this time. Add to the numerator, you get 43 over 8. Now let's practice going the opposite way, right? The improper fraction to mixed number. What is 9 over 2? This is an improper fraction. Change it to a mixed number. So you ask yourself, how many times does 2 go into 9, and how many is left over? So 9 over 2 turns into 4 1/2, because 2 goes into 9 4 times, with 1 left over. How about 23 over 5? Change 23 over 5 from an improper fraction to a mixed number. Okay, so as you see, 5 goes into 23 4 whole times, with 3 left over, so that's how you get 4 3/5. We're back on our main sheet. We're going to take half and double it. So use 25 over 8. Take half, divide by 2 over 1. As we learned on Thursday, dividing by 2 is the same thing as multiplying by a half. So 25 over 8 divided by 2 becomes 25 over 8 times 1/2. So you get 25 over 16. I would not accept that. 16 goes into 25 one time with 9 left over. So 1 9/16. And then 25 over 8 times 2 over 1. Multiply straight across. I get 50 over 8. 8 goes into 56 times, which is 48, with 2 left over. I would not accept 6 2/8 either, because you got to simplify that by dividing both those by 2. It becomes 6 1/4. You're going to have a test Thursday, and one page of your test is going to look like your rational number fluency chart that we've been using. Another page of your test will look like some problems like this, where I ask you to compare fractions and decimals. I actually order them from least to greatest, and then I actually ask you to computate with them. So let's take a look at comparing. 3/4 compared to 0.7. First thing you want to do, convert both of those to either a fraction or convert both of those to a decimal or a percent. So easiest for me to convert 3/4 to a decimal because I memorized it, 0.75. You could also use base 10 here. I'm multiplying by 25 to get 75 over 100, which still gives you 0.75. You could also divide to get 0.75, but obviously 3/4 is greater than 0.7. We'll have a couple to do now in Edpuzzle. And now also order them from least to greatest. Again, easiest thing to do is convert these all to the same unit, decimals, percents, or fractions. I like working with decimals, so 1 is really going to be 1.00, because that's a whole. 1/8 I've just memorized as 0.125. If I haven't, I'm going to need to do that division. 0.13 stays exactly the same. 2% becomes 0.02, and 1/10 becomes 0.1 or 0.10. And now if I'm ordering these from least to greatest, my smallest one is 2%, because that's 0.02. After that, my next one is 1/10, so that's 0.1. After that, my next one is actually 1/8, because 0.125 is actually smaller than 0.13. Now I have 13%, and lastly but surely I have my 1 whole. So those are the type of problems I'll be giving you on your test on Thursday. Make sure you're studying.